What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a great day, morning, evening, whatever time you're watching this show. Thank you for tuning into another episode of Whattadud. I know we've been gone for a while. I understand.
Summer vacation.
But we were on vacation for ourselves because mental health is a real thing, and we got to make sure we get all of our boxes checked off before we do anything. But you know how this show works. Got to ask these two a dud or dandy question. But first, I got something to say. To all you people out there that doubted, that brought down, that teared down my man, Jonathan Majors. I need you. Where y'all at now? Where y'all at now? Y'all like the people whose team loses and you just nowhere to be found. Where are you? Hey, CJ, when Clemson lost to Carolina and we lost to Tennessee, I showed my face. I didn't run from nobody.
Yeah.
I showed my face.
Oh, Rocky Top.
Woo! Rocky Top, Tennessee. But all these people talking all that trash didn't give my man any positive feedback, tore him down, jumped to these accusations just because someone was saying it and it was him because he was
Bunch
on
of frogs
top.
out here.
If you feeling froggy, then you need to jump. And you jumped and you need to come right back to the fucking pond because it's time for you to talk. Where was all that negativity at? My man beat the case because he was innocent. And I thought it was, you're innocent until proven guilty. But it's all right. We gonna move past it.
That's not a thing anymore.
But you need to jump in.
Yeah.
Y'all need to come back on here. I want to hear you talk that ish. But y'all too.
You know that meme that's been going around where the guy's like locked out of his house and it's like the Ring doorbell?
Oh my gosh.
I'm in! That's what everybody is at right now.
Exactly. But I got a dud or dandy question for you guys. All right. Well, Gabby,
Yes.
let's do it again.
I got it.
What's up, everybody? Hope
Oh my gosh, shut up.
all right, Gabby. So I don't know if you heard the news, dud or dandy, but it is official that Margot Robbie is playing the Sue Storm in the
Been new.
Fantastic
No.
and Adam Driver. And I can't remember the two people because I just don't.
Nobody cares about them.
No, it's actually one. I thought you would like this guy.
Listen, I don't care about anybody except for Margot Robbie, okay?
Preach.
I feel you.
She's the only thing. And Barbie comes out soon. And if you think my little Tookus is not about to be right there seeing that movie in my pink little outfit, y'all are all wrong.
No, brother.
Listen, as a fan of Margot Robbie and also Gabby, I will definitely be around on social media lurking in the shadows for that pink outfit.
Oh,
But
just wait.
respectfully, of course.
Did
Just
y'all
wait.
hear
I got a couple of them that I'm prepared to.
the interview with
Oh.
her? Like they were like, did they shoot your real feet? And she was like, yes, I already know. I was like, what?
Bro, feet finder, baby.
Oh my God. But
know, Christian,
David
calm down, buddy, calm down.
David
Yeah,
Diggs, he's gonna be the thing. This
What?
You good?
What's going
He
on?
muted.
He's having a stroke.
I think he unplugged.
Oh,
yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
throw out
You guys
the
know this guy.
light.
Wait for this thing to load.
Fun fact, he's in Hamilton. I forgot about
he's-
that because I freaked out about that as well.
Isn't that
Yes.
the car guy on TikTok?
The car guy?
I don't know what you want, brother, but you need to bring that back. I don't know what you on.
Bro, I
Bring that
swear he
back.
looked like the car guy. He always talks about the new cars and all the features, and he's like super
No,
cool
that's
and
not him, bro.
suave.
No, I know you're talking about. No.
It looks like him,
no.
though.
You're talking about the dude that be in these futuristic cars that no one can afford. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. No. So yeah, he's gonna be playing the
Plays
thing in
Thomas
Fantastic Four.
Jefferson.
So it's gonna be pretty interesting.
Wait, he's the
the thing.
But you can't see his face.
He's the thing.
Yeah, he's gonna be the thing. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but hey.
Wait, who's the? Do we know who? What's his face is the one?
The Human Torch.
Yes.
I can promise you it's not gonna be Chris Evans again. I can promise you that.
No surprise there.
Paul
Walker.
Mescal.
Oh my God. It's just CGI. Oh my
Bro.
God.
You're tripping, bro. Oh, this guy. Oh, all right, cool. That's cool. No worries.
Show the class.
Oh.
Oh.
No, sorry.
I don't know who that is.
Okay. I don't know who it is, but cool.
He played in like some
right.
TV
That's nice.
shows. Yeah, he's cool. He's
Looks
cool.
generic.
There you go. He's definitely a Johnny Storm. He's definitely is. But yeah, how do you? I mean, I'm glad that you finally know. I've been waiting a long time to tell you if you didn't know. But yeah, CJ, your turn.
If you didn't know, now you know.
Now you know.
CJ, that or Dandy, when you go on Snapchat, right?
Oh.
And there might be this bad ting you talking to.
You talking about the bad ting who got the BBL? Or you talking about just a regular bad ting?
Nah, she got the Kim Kardashian Skims.
Listen.
Did you see? Wait a second. Did you see the new? Like, is that what the whole joke is here? Because she posted a new like advertisement for whatever swimsuit. Y'all need to
is that
go
when
look
she's like
at
laying
it.
down?
Please go look at these pictures because the first one looks like she's been killed by the other two girls. And then the second one of my friends was like, in Masterminds, you know, like the scene where she like farts on the other guy's butt. And he's like, you guys never seen Masterminds with
yeah, the Netflix show?
Yeah, with Zach Galifianakis. Is that who it is in there? Either way, you just gotta go look at it, and even the comments are like, "What the hell is this?" So, cheers to Kim.
I can't wait for me to finish this because you're wide right, way in right hand field. That's not the direction I was going with. But you're on Snapchat, CJ, and there's a bad ting you talking to.
Yeah, I saw this.
Right?
This shit looks so
bad ting you talking to, and you see that she
Yeah.
posts a bowl with 2 spoons because we know someone that does it. What's going through your mind? See, is that a dud or a dandy? She out here playing games.
Listen, you know, when I was growing up, I played a lot of sports, and they would call me a player because I was a player of sports. But then also, when I stepped off the field, they would call me a player because of what I'd be doing to these women's hearts, you know? And you know what? Game is game, but I don't like that game. Because okay, so recently, we're going for a while, right? And something I've been dealing with, if I can get this off my chest, because my gym crush showed up to the gym with another dude, and I was really hurting because, first of all, you don't know that
chance meeting, right?
We're together, but it just hasn't happened yet. But you're ruining my timeline right now.
Man, guys,
okay.
switch to a whole nother gym.
Oh, I did. I have a whole new gym that I go to. Crunch Fitness opened up here, and I went and I was there day one, and I'm already plotting out my next gym wife. Okay, and it's her loss. You know, Drake said that, and I'm completely over her. I did see her yesterday when I was at the gym, and I looked at her directly. And I looked away because I was like, you're not even the hot shit anymore. You know what I'm saying?
That'll dig deeper. If you do a whole like look and then, that'll cut right in the heart.
Yeah. That's what I was hoping.
Damn. Well, guys, you know that I'm Christian and that's Gabby. And he's not a player, but I call him Tropicana because he got all the juice. So that's my boy up there. You know what I'm saying? But today we're going to talk about what's been going on, how we're doing, our scales, and then we're going to get into Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I know, it's been a while, and I've seen it 4 times. So hey, I had friends that were like, "Hey, have you seen it yet?" I'm like, "Yes." And like, "Oh, well, I don't want to go alone." Sign me up, bucko.
Who doesn't love going to the movies by themselves? I'll never understand.
I
love it. I can literally react however way I want without feeling like I'm going to be judged by anybody. Yeah. And it's the best.
But
and we'll talk about that during this movie.
I'm not going to start with Gabby because she hates starting. So, CJ,
look, you're learning.
CJ, how are you doing 1 to 10 scale, work-wise and business-wise, and then 1 to 10 scale of how you doing mentally and like what's going on new with you? Since we've spoken, but we have been on here in a while, and the viewers got to know. So, You got the floor.
So I can't remember what my rating was last episode because literally this will be like last episode since we talked about this. First of all, Amber was awesome. By the way, I did get the comedy album.
Okay.
But I also forgot to download it to my iPhone. It's been crazy, but I will listen to that. Just extended 4th of July weekend. I'm so excited. But I think wherever I was before, definitely lower for work wise, because I'm just like stressed in like weird ways, a little unhappy, a little frustrated. For business. Personal life, even lower. I'm a little frustrated. I'm a little tired. That's how I feel. And it's summertime, right? It's supposed to be a time where you're feeling all right, feeling fine. And I don't know. It just hasn't hit like that. Like, maybe because I haven't just had like a good like reset, which I'm hoping for this weekend to kind of just reset and kind of get away, which I was supposed to get away, but I can't really get away. So now it's like, how can you do a staycation? I'm trying to be creative here to try to really unlock and decompress like that Pepsi can, you know what I mean? Where you get that. That's what I'm trying to get to, but I'm not there yet. So
what can we
like
do?
a 3.
So what can we do to get that number up, boss man?
You know what? I think what you guys could do is just let's have a great show.
Okay.
And this will be some good escapism, some fun laughs. And we'll start with that because honestly, I had a bunch of gags and ideas for the show for this past month that now I have to like reschedule and reshuffle into the mix because,
was that shade?
Life happened.
I was like, was that shade?
No, it wasn't shade. I'm just saying.
He said, I did have some.
I was like, what?
I spent money on a gag that I thought was going to happen the week after, and I was so excited because it got here just in time. And it's fun. It happens. I get it. But listen, you're going to forget. You're going to forget. And then when I bring out the gag, you'll be like, oh, wow, that was good.
Oh, we know I'll forget. Good. I can't remember anything. Christian literally just said, why'd you text me last night? I said, I texted you last night.
Had a whole conversation. And she was like, what?
What are you talking about, weirdo?
Listen, I go to sleep and it's just like a mind swipe.
Yes. Like a... Yeah. I love the fact that you can go to sleep and just forget about everything yesterday. And then, because that's what I like to do. Like, if I have hard feelings, unless there's like something that's super deep rooted, like I was like, it doesn't matter. That shit does not matter. I just go to sleep, wake up. This close. It's a new day.
I was this close to name dropping something, but I'm glad I did.
Name dropping. Listen. Go ahead. Drop them names. I'll pick it up.
Give us the tea.
I'll drop it in the chat.
Let's get spicy.
Let's
get spicy.
Why is it so spicy?
But yeah, that's how I am. There has been a lot of things I've watched, I've seen, I listened to, I'm expecting to listen to. We can get into that once you guys tell us how you're doing, and then we can kind of have that conversation if you want. But I got a lot to say. I got a month full of material written out. You know what I'm saying?
Love it.
Love it.
Let's see. Let's check the chat.
I don't.
Oh,
that'd have been bad.
You can't do that. You can't say that. You can't say that. You can't say
close. But all right, boss. Well, hopefully we will have an amazing show. I have a lot of energy. Gabby has a lot of energy. You got a lot of energy. I'm glad that we're back. It's been a long time, and I'm ecstatic for this. What's CJ's favorite word? Tonight's gonna be electric. It will. It definitely will be. It's going to be electric. Love
That's
it.
not where I thought you were going. I thought you were about to be like, tonight's going to be about family. That's what I was thinking.
But and it is.
It is.
The Whattadud family.
Heck yes.
The Whattadudians.
Ooh, the Whattadudians. I like it.
The Dudians of Galaxy.
Electric people, electric. You're gonna get words you never heard before on here. Electric. Gabby,
flawed.
How are you feeling on work level? And then how are you feeling on a personal level? If you wish to share, if you don't wish to share, this is a safe space. You can just say pass, but it's up to you. No judgment here. No judgment here. No. Yeah.
I mean,
no peer pressure.
I'm just so excited to say this, but I actually got married. No, I'm just kidding. Literally nothing has happened. Like work, meh, personal life, meh. I just wanted to pretend like, I had something going on, but
hey, sometimes you get into the little blocks and you just gotta let things happen,
I'm just living my best life. It's fine. It's my last summer break. We can say that.
Whoop, whoop.
I'm only gonna be on Rocky Top for one more semester. Fingers crossed if all goes well.
Pretty soon we'll get that smooth top, yes sir. After a while. Let's get
So I'm in waiting. I'm just in waiting.
I messed up, guys. I'm gonna let you know why. I forgot to say, Gabby, CJ, how are we doing? Because I feel like my boy over here needs to hear those electric words from Gabby's mouth of how she's feeling today. So if you can help my man get that 3 to an 8, you know the words you gotta say. So I'm gonna set you up for it. Gabby, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm just lovely.
Ooh.
I really want a t-shirt that says just lovely. Like
I wish you could play that soundbite. The SpongeBob thing. Oh, that would have been awesome. Well, hopefully I know you will get to where you want to go. This is just a middle ground, Gabby. So I mean, everyone goes through it. Yeah, you're just chilling. You're just That's all. It's cool.
I'm lying in wait.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
Stuck in the in between.
I was gonna quote something from your favorite movie.
Well, I just quoted one of my favorites just now when I said that. So I did it for you.
I was gonna do the hocus pocus thing when she goes by the window.
This is the end. Take me to the window.
But personally, work wise for me, great. 2 jobs, killing it, personal level.
How's business?
Business is great, man. Business is great. Moving into
say booming. God
Metro.
Oh my gosh.
Moving into my apartment at the end of the month of July. So I got less than a month. It's been a great time. Just working hard, making money and saving and just taking some pages out of my 2 fellow friends up here, trying to be like them. But it's great, man. It's great. But
I'm happy for you.
I got a controversial question I want to ask you guys. We talked about it a little bit off air, but and people listening to this, make sure you hit us up on Twitter and on TikTok. I was gonna say Instagram, but I don't think so. Hit us up on there. Let us know your thoughts on this controversial question. Do you prefer every week episodes or all episodes dropped at once? What is that for you guys? Because now I used to love binging things, but now I'm just like, I don't want to binge it and then it's over with and then I gotta wait a whole year for it to come back. And luckily me and CJ have been lucky with The Bear and our other show Swagger. Luckily we have just gotten so lucky with all this stuff just popping back in. But yes, so where are y'all at on that spectrum?
Shall I go first? Oh, no,
you want to go first?
Listen, new beginnings.
I don't want to ruin this.
Listen, I've been watching And Just Like That, and Carrie Bradshaw said it's never too late to try something new. So might as well try going first.
Let's rewind it about like 5 minutes ago when she was like, "Oh, you're learning, Christian. You're learning." No.
Inspiration can take at any time, Christian. Okay, and I just felt inspired.
Father, can you hear me?
Papa, can you hear me? Do you know what that's actually from? Not Deadpool.
I was saying it because it was a gospel song, but yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
So episodes.
Frozen.
No. So I used to hate it. Like, I used to hate the episode every week. But now that I've gotten to where I'm not really wanting to, like, binge something, like, I don't know. It's not like I'm not wanting to. I've just been rewatching a bunch of old stuff because I think it's a comfort thing. And so, like, I've not been really watching that much new stuff besides, like, you know, And Just Like That, which just came out, and then How I Met Your Father and stuff like that. Of course, I'm watching RuPaul. That's talk about comfort. That is my comfort.
Oh, we Peacock got Peacock for free, right? Now they over here telling me I got to get the premium to watch certain shows that I like now. Oh, they working me, bro. They are working me head to toe.
But I thought you always had to pay for it.
No, I have it for free.
Yeah, there's like 3 tiers.
And
there's a free version, there's a premium version, there's a premium plus. But I mean, if you can't afford $5, just say so. You say you've been working this summer. I'm not calling you broke, but
listen, shade. Shade.
I kid. Hey, let me hold $20 in your Ferrari tonight, all right?
Don't tear me down like Broski Joyner and Lucas' new song. Don't tear me down to build me back up. Don't do that. Don't do that.
And sometimes you got to be teared down to build up stronger and higher.
You got sometimes you got to hit
cases. This is not one of them cases. No, sir. This man said, if I can't afford $5, just say so.
What they say? What the city girl say? If you broke, just say that.
Listen, I do. I'm broke.
But to go back to the question at hand,
what were we talking
about? The binge versus the weekly.
I'm gonna do a wraparound.
I do love those TikToks. I love those TikToks. Oh yeah, but anyways, episodes. So since I've been in like a comfort thing, I just have been watching the same things over and over again. So I like that fact that it is weekly because then I don't feel like I'm watching something new. I'm just watching an episode of something, so it's like, it's kind of nice now. I like it now.
Heck yeah.
I get that. Like, I think that it's a phenomenon with the binge versus the weekly. And for me, sometimes, I know, so like How I Met Your Father comes out on Tuesday nights, right? After I'm getting my ass fucking handed to me at work and just the worst fucking possible day. And
what is going on here?
And it's like, there seems to be like no light at the end of the tunnel. And then all of a sudden I'm like, I sit down and I realize it's Tuesday. Oh, that means it's time to watch How I Met Your Father. And then it's like, okay, that's a bright spot in my day. And it's like, this is great. And so for that aspect, because like I used to have it to where like obviously watching Hulu, you watch the day after the show comes out. So then it's like I had shows like almost every day in a week. And I could, you could watch like, that day after, or I would used to like maybe save all the shows until Friday night when I like off for the whole weekend, and I would like just watch all my shows from like start to finish. Most of them I would just go to bed early or whatever. But yeah, like now it's like I watch one show on a Tuesday, a show on a Thursday, a show on a Monday night, and it's just like I know it's that day of the week because I'm watching the show, and it's really nice because you get into a bit of a groove, a little bit of a rhythm. You don't have that stress about it, just mindless at that point. And then versus like a binge where it's like, yeah, like the idea of a binge is like I want to watch it and indulge it all at once because I can, but it is like it's almost like gluttonous at that point sometimes because then once you do watch it and you satisfied your need, if it ends like on a cliffhanger or if it ends in a way that you're like fuck, then it's like now you go through that binge depression, and so now you got to like I have to weed off of that show because it's like that's all I know. So like my mind is always thinking about it because like I watched it like 3 days in a row, 3 episodes or whatever, how long it was, and it's like damn, like that's all I can think about when I get off. Now it's like versus the weekly, and so I do kind of more in favor of the weekly.
Okay,
and because you do remember the show actually way better watching it weekly versus watching it in a day.
Right.
Because I do not remember what the hell happened in Game of Thrones. I watched that in like 2 weeks so I could get caught up to the finale.
I feel like it also is kind of reminds me of childhood because I remember like, oh my gosh, it's Thursday. Whatever show I'm watching
Jersey Shore is coming
and so
out.
like we would go like 8:00. You had to make sure you were finished eating dinner. So
House of Pain.
Oh,
the family.
Yo,
I was like, yo. But
you get that back-to-back episodes.
Hey, Uncle Curtis
night.
was crazy. That dude was crazy.
You get out of my house.
He said, knock.
Yeah.
Who is it? Crackhead. Who? I just want some crack. He was hilarious, dog. He was hilarious. But to kind of pick up what you guys were saying, though, the worst feeling in the world, not in the world, I'm just exaggerating, but the worst feeling is when you're watching a show, you're binging it, right? And you're in the zone. And the episode ends, and then it says, suggested
your
new.
grandma comes out here with her titties out.
I don't know what type of family household you got, but y'all got to start running.
That's the worst feeling in the world.
Yeah,
what did you say? I missed it.
He said when your granny comes out in her panties or something. I don't know what he said.
Your granny comes out with her titties out. That just ruined the whole movie.
I mean, I can see how that would ruin
First
the
of all,
movie.
why she got the audacity to walk around in your place like that? You know what I'm saying? You didn't do that to her.
I mean, it's not my house. You know, what I mean, it's her house.
Okay.
At the end of the day. You know what I mean? It's her house. At the
But
end
the
of
worst feeling is you're binging a show, and then the episode ends, and then the suggested, oh, you may like these shows since you finished this one. Hurtful. You didn't know your show was ending. You just didn't know. But yeah, I'm more of the weekly person just because, but it depends. Because I was huge into Mandalorian, have not finished this new Mandalorian season whatsoever, just because like I'm not into it. But with Shrinking, I feel like since we started this show, I've watched more TV shows, and I feel like if the first episode doesn't capture me, I'm just not with it. And the only show,
the first 15 minutes, to be honest,
and it was like with the bear, 15
minutes. I'm like,
bro. The bear was just insane watching it. And I even texted him. I was like, yo, like, leave up. I think what caught me was like when he was like, I call everybody chef out of sign of respect. And then she was like, all right, Jeff. And she was like, all right, Jeff. But it's just like the boldness of the show really captured me. Even with Shrinking, like the boldness captured me. The trailer for Kaleidoscope captured us and everything. And it was just like, you know.
I was just thinking about that show because I had low-key forgot about it.
Right?
And like, I was just at work one day and I was like, oh yeah. Like, I had forgot about that.
So much stuff has just come out.
Let me ask you this question. Do you think it's a bad to release in January?
I think
because when did The Last of Us? Because Last of Us was January too, right?
No, March maybe. January, March,
yeah,
April, May.
I feel like it was March.
Yeah, it had to be March, like March 3rd or March 5th or 15th or something. One of those things. Let me see. I can tell you right now.
Because I know it was still when it got dark early. And that was like early when I first started my job, because that was like one of the first things I kind of bonded with some of my coworkers with. So, but I know it was like early this year as well. And that was like a big part of our lives and on the show because we talked about it every week. And it was such a great show. Same with Kaleidoscope, you know? And obviously that's two of the different mediums of watching it versus the binge versus the weekly, and how you saw how much, like, because you could have like a bunch of a bigger, because you can really draw out your media presence when you release your show weekly, because people keep talking about it. Versus like you might get buzzed for like 2 weeks once you drop your show. Oh, this is really good. You should go see it. You should go see it. And then maybe you do like the more press to try to get you like a month, whatever, so you can stay on the top, whatever, Netflix. Fuck Netflix.
Bro, you're right. You're right.
Was
January 15th, and then it ended March 12th. Yeah, because you know what happened was we missed like the first 3 episodes because we weren't watching it. And remember, I asked you guys, "Hey, do you want to start something with The Last of Us?" Or first 2 episodes, I guess. But what happened was, remember, they had like a couple of weeks where they didn't air it. Do you not remember that? Remember they had like a couple of weeks where they didn't air it because there was some like I know Gabby's not going to remember. I think they had like a couple of weeks where they weren't going to air it or something. I can't remember. But yeah, it ended on January 15th and then it ended on March 12th.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and that's a long time.
Yeah, that's a nice little 3 months. Like that's a nice quarter of the year, and so like anyway, you take up a quarter of the year. So then it's like while the show's going, if you happen to okay, let's start to get the production going for season 2, then it's like it doesn't feel like, oh, I waited so long till the next season because it was like, 10 weeks or 18 weeks or however long the show is. Like, I mean, how much of Father season 2 is like 22 episodes, and we're like week 17. Yeah. So it's like I've been getting a little bit. They did like half and half, whatever. But like, it's been feeding me for a long time, and then I would go back and watch
how they did
1.
it this season on that. Like, I love that they split it up because, like you said, you just get like I've got my fix for a while, know.
Right. Yeah, and then when I go back to rewatch from season 1, because I feel like season 1 and season 2 feel drastically different, but I don't know if it's because like I understand who these people are more now because of the story, like the characters have developed.
That's a good
way
point.
better, or whether or not like it's just better, versus season 1.
Well, also clearly they got a little bit more in the budget to have all these like special guests. That aren't just like the How I Met Your Mother people, I was like on the most recent episode.
Yeah,
it's fine.
I love how we went back to Goliath National Bank. I was like,
oh my gosh, yeah, I screamed when they said that. I was like, no. Yeah,
because it's nice they reward you for being a fan of the series previous.
Yes.
So, and it does feel very different than the original.
It's almost weird having it be very modern. Like the fact that this most recent episode, they were like, we're on our phones too much. I'm like, this never would have happened in the first one. Like
well, they did. It's kind of a similar because they had the same type of episode because it was like it was an episode of How I Met Your Mother where it was the barroom debate is over because of phones, and it was just like remember how we were talking about what's the most popular food? Oh, it's bread.
It's bread. Like, yes, I forgot about that.
So I was like, okay, that was like a homage to that as well, which is kind of like it's still a thing, even more so today. Oh, so I thought that was kind of cool. Which that shit was like what 2008, 2009, like
yeah, it was
something crazy. Probably like 2010ish, 2011.
What
I would say.
Was it all of high school or was it out even before that? I can't remember.
It was before.
So then it was
but
probably
like, I didn't really
like
start watching. Yeah, I think show started like 2008 and it ended like 2014.
Yeah. So it was all high school. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Good times.
Good times.
Anyways.
Yeah, loved high school. It was great.
Jesus.
Speaking of high school,
but, don't get them started.
Speaking on reminiscing on old days, that's something our great friend Rocket just never wanted to do. So we're going to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Before we get to that, what else have you guys been watching? You guys been watching anything else besides obviously Guardians of the Galaxy came out? What else have you guys been watching? Let's just list it off so we can kind of maybe get a little what we can expect we can dive into later episodes.
I tapped into my inner Gabby of reality TV shows, and I'm watching Below Deck. Insane.
You do what?
You
do what?
I'm watching Below Deck. Something I thought I would know. Below Deck. And Swagger just came back out. I've been watching this great show called Silo on Apple TV. I love that show. It's really good. And
you haven't watched Ted Lasso, and I'm very disappointed in you.
Me?
We're very disappointed in you, sir.
Oh, yeah. I don't give a Keisha.
First off, tone. Don't speak to your parents like that. Okay?
Yeah. Exactly.
You're not my dad. Okay,
you're not my dad.
I just watched. Whoa, that was weird.
Mr. Watch Your Toes.
Yeah.
I think
he's getting that little
10,
quiver.
We can talk about episode 10 on here if you guys want to. I think that was episode 10.
Great.
The one.
But I don't even know when the last episode we reviewed on. That's the thing. Like I have no idea.
I'm at the episode where I just found out where Keely got business thing got fired. Roy,
Spoilers.
ROY, Roy, the shirt, loved it so much. Seeing him in a
We'll do
different
Ted Lasso. How about this next week?
No.
Next week, Bucko.
I'll be done with it by next week. I will.
Mhm.
But like, I don't know. Should we do the full recap or
of Rupert.
break it up?
The
Listen, we're saving it for next week. Okay, for
saying.
sure.
But another show I'm watching is The Bear.
Yeah, on FX, but you can watch it on Hulu next day.
So good. I was about to start the poker face thing that Gabby put me on, but I was just like, I just can't get past.
Have you finished?
Bro, stop playing, bro. I can see you blinking.
I'm not gonna lie, that got me. I was like,
stop playing, bro. Stop playing. Swagger and The Bear.
Have you finished Bel Air season 2?
I have not.
I haven't even started.
It just wasn't. It didn't capture me like the first one. I just wasn't. I was very excited to watch it, and it just wasn't there for me. I think the last thing I saw.
The theme song is fire. You can't tell me the fucking Bel Air theme song. This is just so. Yeah, you gotta watch it. Fuck what you doing.
Yeah. It's good. It's good. Silo, man. Silo. I think that's probably gonna make my top 3 TV shows of this year.
The list is gonna be so hard.
So hard, bro. So hard.
It's gonna be so pause. But it's gonna be hard.
Hopefully it'll use protection. But yeah, man. Silo. Really. I wish you guys could watch it. I understand it's not y'all, maybe not a cup of tea, but it's okay.
I might dabble.
It's just, I think you would like it a lot because it's just a different theory of like human minds and what they've gone through. Like it's really interesting. But yeah, that's the only stuff I've been watching.
Apple TV. Can we just say Apple TV is on a fucking run right now?
Especially Friday Night Baseball? Brother.
I do love the Friday Night Baseball presentation.
I might say, yeah, you trying to make me look like I was stupid, but you knew what I was on. You knew what I was on.
I want out Shohei Ohtani. You know, that's what I want right
Domingo
now. The GOAT.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I beat the Albany Booty Clappers this past week.
It was coming up eventually. I knew it was going to come up eventually.
You thought I was going to say
15 points.
You thought I was going to say it.
Points.
You thought I was going to say it when Jonathan said his. And I was like, no. We're going to win.
I was already bracing for it. What a week.
But it was great though, because you were up. I got up. You were up. It was a really good. And then
it was a back and forth game until literally the last day. And then I woke up like.
You
he did use your cheat code. I was like, yeah, he did it. I was like, damn, he did it. I should have done it. Because I was like, I'm comfortably. I got a little, I'm all right. But because that cheat code could also backfire.
It really can. Like it did today yesterday for me. You know, I got 50 points with Domingo Herman. Psych, but you got minus 14 from Smiley
Smith, with the other dude who had a no-hitter this year. So it's like,
piss me off, bro.
Anyways, that's enough about baseball. But movies, though. Apple TV has been on an incredible run. Obviously, watching Shrinking. Obviously, Ted Lasso. Silo, yeah. And then Swagger.
I keep forgetting about Swagger.
But I did start watching a show called Platonic on Apple TV. And you should wait because I think I was like trying to stay a couple episodes behind, but it is really good. It's kind of in a weird slow moment right now on the show, but it's really refreshing because like I feel like I've been in that kind of relationship with like someone who's like in a relationship with somebody else, but you're just really good friends with this person, if that makes sense. But it's like it's a really fun show. Seth Rogen is great, of course. And,
I think I know what you're talking about, and I wanted to watch. I feel like I saw the commercial for it, but it wasn't out yet.
I advertised it hard.
Is it the same girl that's in Neighbors with him?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it Neighbors or is it's another one that it's like she's like a
because him and her are married. And then Zac Efron's character is in it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I do want to watch that. I do want to watch that.
It's Zac good. It's fun.
No. Okay. You know what else is great?
How much Zac Efron's doing now.
You know what else is great? That's on on Apple TV?
Not the
I
fucking
swear, if
greatest
you say
mirror.
it, we're clicking off right now.
Definitely not that. But then there's also there's also a Holland guy who has a show that's on there, but I probably won't watch that.
Oh man, can I restart my Dutter Dandy? Dutter Dandy, you seeing Zendaya get in between two guys and the TV show?
Yo,
Dutter Dandy.
What? Okay,
Dutter Dandy.
let me talk about it. That's a dud. Let me tell you something, Zendaya. Listen to me right now. Let me listen to me right now.
We know her type. We know her type. We know her type.
What's up? What's going on? Why are you dealing with these skinny white boys? Like, why are we doing this? And two at a time? Two? Zendaya. Listen,
Remember that conversation we had? Remember that conversation we had off
You're
camera?
a queen.
They get dogged out. But we
You
know,
hate to see a good one
but
go.
we know what they gonna choose at the end of the day.
But this is this reverse? I hope this is reverse to that.
Nah,
I hope
it's
this is
not
reverse
because
to that.
remember, you know what it was?
She getting dogged out by these white boys.
You know what happened? You know what it was? Oh boy, Denzel Washington's son and her in that one show, and they were just arguing the whole time. And she was like, I am not doing this.
Malcolm and Marie.
That's
Yo,
what she
I
said,
need
I'm
to
out of
rewatch
there.
that.
She said, I'm
That's
out
the
of
most toxic ass movie ever.
Eating that mac and cheese, dog. I said, bruh, man, what are we doing, bro?
It's just
That's
endless.
exactly why she
This
don't
is even
match.
a story.
That's exactly why she
yeah.
don't match, bro.
That's crazy. But yeah, Platonic, highly recommend. Drinking, of course, highly recommend. The Bear, highly recommend. I watched that. How I Met Your Father, highly recommend. What else have I been watching? Oh, I've seen the new movie No Hard Feelings with Jennifer Lawrence.
Okay.
Is it good?
I'm kind of on a. It's actually really funny. It's good.
I kind of want to see it.
On a. You should definitely see it. It's worth it because I saw it like opening weekend and that shit was packed out. That theater was packed. It was fun, and the funniest shit in that when I was watching it in the theater. This is why you should see comedies in theater. It was this couple that was sitting next to us, and they had a shit ton of food. They were just like they were fucking grubbing out, and it was a part of the movie where the boy was like just saying some like hard shit that he had to go through in high school, like shit, like the bullying and shit like that. And it's like it's a serious moment. But then the girl next to me, when he said something, she was like, "Damn!" So loud. Me and my brother was fucking gone, but we were laughing our asses off. Or I wasn't trying to laugh out loud because it was still such a serious moment. But that shit had me weak. Probably the funniest thing. But it's a really good movie. Like a lot of people were shitting on it. Like we're shitting on the movie because of like how they was like, oh, obviously this kid is on the spectrum and he's 20 years old and she's 32 or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, first of all, you don't even watch the full movie.
Right.
And also like she was Hunger Games and she was like 22 and she was like, with some other person. No, it wasn't Silverline Playbook or whatever.
Yeah, where she's with Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, he was like 37 at the time. She was like 20, 22, and people had no issues with it. So, people just want to get upset about anything, but it's a really great movie. And they said something about like this is like the first rated R comedy movie that's been out in a while. Like there haven't been a lot of like rated R comedies that kind of came out in theaters. So.
Yeah, there really hasn't, honestly.
Yeah. So it is refreshing and it's funny. And I am definitely has a hard on for Jennifer Lawrence, which I didn't think I never had before. But something about her in this movie,
she gets you, bro. She can play a great role, man. Especially in that.
I would go that far.
She can.
But she was really good.
Did you watch that movie with Brian Tyree?
Oh yeah, I did watch Causeway.
See?
But okay, I did see that recently, and I do have a few qualms about that because I just didn't believe that she was a war vet. She don't got that war vet look. And like I don't want to say like it's a specific look.
That's not on her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She was never built for that type of role.
Well, she wasn't. She's not like.
Then why did she get it? If she's not built for that kind of role, then why would
it's a name value for sure.
That's one thing that
I'm
drives
so
me
mad
crazy.
Brian Tyree here he didn't hit though. That's fuck that shit, bro. She should have let that man hit. Pause. Anyway.
But you know why he didn't hit?
Sorry. That's toxic. Bro.
You know why he didn't hit?
Why? Because his leg fall off. That is, and what she saw with the leg, I said, I can't respect you, man. You can't even stand on your own 2 feet. Let me stop. I need a man who's gonna stand 10 toes down for me. Let me stop. Let me stop.
I was gonna say she's not his type. Let's just put it that way.
I don't even know who she'd be dating.
No, I said like for him, she's not his type.
Oh yeah. That's what she said to in the movie. Yeah, but apparently she's like gay.
Jennifer Lawrence?
Oh, like in the movie.
Oh.
Her character.
I was going to be like, that's a new development. I didn't know.
But yeah, that was a good movie. I don't think what else I've seen. Like, because it's been a while. I have seen a few movies that's been out.
I know something you've seen that I've seen. Spider-Man.
The greatest movie to come out this year. Did I say it? Yes, I said it. I seen Spider-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy. What else did I watch recently?
Mario!
That's great.
I'm waiting for that to finally come out on streaming service. I'm sick and tired of being like, go see it in theaters, and I didn't, okay? And now it's like, oh, buy the DVD. Let's be honest, we all know nobody's going to buy that damn DVD. We all just stream stuff. Put it on something. Nobody cares about the DVD.
I don't know what it'll be on, though. That's a good question.
Not. It's only on, like, Prime Cinema or something like that. But you still have to pay like $20 for it. I'm like, if that's the case, then I am gonna go just buy the DVD because I'm not about to pay $20 for something that's only 24 hours.
No, facts. Like I'm buying this. I need this shit. I do want to see Elemental. I do want to see that movie. I do want to see that. Fuck the Flash.
I haven't seen it
yet. Yeah.
Is it out?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's out.
Oh, didn't even know that. I plan on going seeing Transformers because my husband is in it and I'm in love with him and it's fine.
Have you seen?
Also, if he's listening,
CJ's not in it. What do you mean?
Listen, if you can lust after Zendaya.
Fair. Hey, fair.
There are hall
I'm
passes.
Not controlling.
There are hall passes. It's fine.
Yeah, for sure. We both agreed to having at least 100 hall passes, respectfully.
100. We gotta laminate the card,
Kevin Hart's.
though.
Damn.
Listen, we plan on living a long, happy life. So, I don't want to be just thinking about that one time.
Yeah, no. You got to have the full 100.
Exactly.
So,
there's another Asteroid City.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
I want to see that too.
It's out now.
Oh, wait, it's out. Jeez, all this stuff came out and I have no idea.
All that came out like last week. And The Blackening is out as well. And that I should have saw that last weekend, but now just like in my theater, it only has like 2 showings. So I'm gonna have to go to this other theater, which I didn't research on. And that theater is amazing. I would have to actually drive 20 minutes away because that theater has like
20 freaking minutes thing.
And dude, it's far.
Everything's 20 minutes from him.
When I got a movie theater 5 minutes away, I can literally leave when the movie starts and I can get there before the movie starts. It's beautiful.
I feel them. Yeah, because they got the 98 minutes of commercials and then the trailers and then like
30. It was like 30 fucking minutes before I think I saw No Hard Feelings at 7:35. The movie didn't start till 8.
Yeah, literally,
that shit is crazy.
Yeah, no.
Have you seen?
But yeah, that movie theater has like a bunch of indie screenings as well, and like it is a big theater with 4D. 40 have the 4DX stuff, the XD, and like the IMAX. It's like a great theater.
We have a big theater like that too, and it's like 15 minutes away. And yeah, I'm not driving to that one. I'd much rather go to the one that's 7 minutes away.
Right,
so I get it.
Plus, they serve movies at dinner, so they got like these loaded fries that I love.
I do love a good loaded fry.
Yeah.
Have you seen Spider-Man yet?
No, I have not.
She just doesn't know what
Listen, okay, first off,
don't know what
I want to talk about this. First off, Tone, okay, don't speak when your mother's speaking.
Listen to your mother.
Sir, listen to your mother. Can we talk about this man? Okay, he knows I work in the mall that the movie theater is in. And then on a Sunday, my one day off, he's like, hey, you should go see a movie. I'm like, go to my workplace? No, I'm not going to go see a movie. Like, why? I try to stay as far away from that place.
I'm just trying to get her to watch this amazing movie of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Because it's one of those things where you need to see it in theaters. But you know what? All right. Fuck you too. You ain't gotta go.
Listen, I had a busy couple of weeks. All right. I didn't even realize that all these movies came out, and I've just now got time to be able to go see them.
No, you got time to go see your boy because he's in the movie Transformers.
Well,
that's the only reason why you're going to see it.
I'm in love with him, okay? He's my hall pass.
Yeah, we agreed to this, Christian.
Yeah.
No
okay.
worries for me.
Anywho,
yeah.
so I've been watching that
What have you
awkward
been
silence. Woo. So all the ladies out there, I've been watching And Just Like That, which is like the spin-off of Sex and the City now that they're like old farts. And the first season was trash, but they've only put out 2 episodes, and so far it's actually seeming like a better season than the first one. So fingers crossed. How I Met Your Father, obviously. Obby. RuPaul's Drag Race, but the season's kind of also not as exciting, so that's a little disappointing. I've been watching the Ken and Barbie Killers on HBO Max. You should watch it if you're into true crime.
Speaking of that, have you seen the show called Crack Addicts?
Oh no, but I was about to say, have you seen that they're coming out with a show? It's called, oh dang it. What's it called? It was on the tip. It's got Pam in it from The Office, but it's like she's obsessed with true crime, and like her and her husband's best friend like actually committed a crime, and she's like solving it because she's into true crime or something. I don't know. I want to watch it just because I do enjoy true crime, and that just seems like it'd be fun.
Did you know Jenna Fisher was married to James Gunn?
No. When was this?
That's crazy. 2000 to 2008. So during the run of The Office. And just like their marriage in The Office, they got canceled.
Oh
I'm sorry.
gosh.
That was a bad joke. Let's see.
So it's good to have friends.
It is good to have friends. And hall passes.
Oh, that was supposed to be helping bridge the to the next topic there.
Anything else you've been watching, Christian?
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, Christian, what have you been watching?
We already talked about this, guys.
Yeah, that's why I said it's good to have friends to move on to Guardians of the Galaxy, you nerds. Jeez.
Sorry.
Both of you guys are just on your phones. What did we learn from How
I was trying to look for the show you was talking about, dear.
Jesus Christ.
I can't remember what it's called.
Let's talk about the Guardians of the Galaxy 3. First things first. Exceptional movie. Anyways. Exceptional movie. What were you?
Exceptionally well done?
I think so. I think this was James Gunn's great last hurrah with Marvel. And he left them with a masterpiece. And hope they don't come out with any more Guardians of the Galaxy, because if they do and they mess it up and they turn it into Thor: Love and Thunder, I'm out of there. Gonna have to be a DC fan if that happens.
I am a DC fan, so. Yo, can I say that Guardians of the Galaxy started off really fucking sad, and like I was like, what is this movie? Because I was like, okay, no bueno, what is this? Because it was just like, yo, this is like, because I had kids, there was kids around me when I was watching this, and it was like seeing this like torture of animals and the whole like the he's like, I'm not a raccoon. Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy was a really good movie. It hits you in a lot of different spots for sure. 100%. Especially what was her name? The seal.
Oh, the otter.
Oh, the otter.
Yeah, it was an otter, but then who was the girl that?
It was a walrus and
it was a walrus
and the bunny.
And then I thought
the bunny.
Okay.
And then
I feel like it was a seal, but I'm tripping. But I guess that's just the walrus.
Teefs.
Yeah, Teefs.
Floor.
Yeah.
Lila,
that's her.
Christian
name.
should know. He's seen it 4 times.
4 times. Holy shit. But yeah, like I don't know, it was sad. Like obviously it does shed a light on like, animal testing, cruelty, and how then it's just like how the guy was just obsessed with Rocket, how he was able to figure it out, has no aggression, and like he was his perfect creation. He was obsessed with him, trying to recreate him. Obviously, he wasn't going to go to the what is it, perfect world or whatever, the next world, and that was heartbreaking alone. And then when he tried to break out and save his buddies, so you thought I didn't know you was going to do this, and then that was crazy. And then Rocky was just fighting for his life the whole movie, and yeah, it was. Fuck, it was really good. A lot of good moments. Groot is a dog. Groot was a fucking dog in this movie.
Rocket's story was deep. It was insane. If you didn't shed a tear during this movie, you just have no heart. And I'm not fucking 21 Savage. You know what I'm saying?
You want to talk about tears? You want to talk about tears? Listen. Let me paint a picture for you. So,
yes, please.
If we're getting real, I realized I don't like to cry a lot, right? So I've been trying to find ways to get me to, emotion. So I'm like, this movie, I'll probably cry at it, I go alone, a family to my right, a couple to my left. They're having their own little good time. I'm having just by myself vibing. The amount that I cried during this movie... I left, and the shirt, like the collar of my shirt was soaking wet. My makeup was on my cheeks. They showed Tiny Rocket. I instantly started crying. Like him as a baby. I don't know. He was so freaking cute. Oh my gosh. I instantly started crying just at that. But like, I'm also an animal lover. Like, I have a membership to the zoo kind of animal lover. Like, I love animals. So like, just that whole aspect of the movie had me bawling, how it's all like, it's good to have friends. And I've been like able to do a lot more with my friends recently. So I'm like, I cried so hard in this movie, like sobbing. And like I said earlier, going to the movies by yourself, you can have whatever reaction you want and not have to worry about any of the judgment, because I was 100%. Like crying so hard at this movie. It was really good for a good cry. Definitely. But it also was a really good movie. It really was. And I loved the 90s music.
Oh, yeah.
The soundtracks for these movies are just so good.
You've been listening to the soundtrack for the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 at my job like for the last couple of weeks.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Same here.
It's been great. And I think that's what makes the movie to the next level, as we'll talk about eventually, Spider-Man Across the Universe. Like, when you can put in a great story with great acting, then you implement music, because people love movies, and movies have like a special attachment to you, but you can listen to music all the time, more rapidly, like more frequently, and it really just kind of triggers emotions and moments and memories.
Yes.
And so then when you're able to like tie the music in with the movie, that's like, you're really kind of, it's a cheat code, to be honest with you. And it's like you could trigger a certain song. You say, "Oh, like I remember this in Guardians of the Galaxy in this moment." So then it's just like you're building like a perfect memory for someone because you made a great movie. I would say a perfect movie, but it was a good movie, and Marvel did good. And we'll see what the hell Marvel's got. 'Cause obviously, the writer's strike pins down, and it's going on currently. Hopefully, it can be up soon. Because for me, my job is dry as hell and I need the work, but it is what it is.
I feel that.
I feel it. I think for this movie, I love the watching all of them, and you see the character development and the dynamic between Drax and Mantis. She had me rolling the whole time.
They were really funny.
Right?
They were really
and her like telling the guard like you're madly in love with him. And he's like, "What's your name?" Drax.
Why do you keep doing this?
Drax the Destroyer. I think that's a beautiful name. Like, it was just hilarious. I'll be right here when you get back. Okay? Like, it was just like a very just funny. And you saw like her character development, like even in the Christmas special. Watching that, and then like you see how they're going to be throughout the rest of the, I guess, timeline, for us watching. It was really good. Nebula, like her being this weird person, like in the first movie till now, like being a part of the team, and understanding her. What?
Speaking of, I thought her and Star-Lord were gonna get together, and then when they did at the end, I was kind of disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh dang, that could have been a fun little twist there.
Stop it!
Yeah.
It's just a pretty set. I think,
I think people are pretty sad.
What was the crap, Drax and
Mantis?
Mantis? She's one who has the
She can tell you how to feel and all that kind of stuff and tell you what to
yeah.
do.
I did love her story arc at the end where she was like, no, like I don't need you to protect me anymore. And she could be able to stand on her own 2 feet. And she had the 2 big ass monsters. I don't know what the fuck.
3 worm looking thing, maggots. I don't know what them things is on. Ooh, but actually,
like
that was the monster that they were fighting at the beginning of the second movie when Baby Groot's like dancing around the whole time. Like that was like the first monster that they were fighting.
I
together.
didn't realize that.
Mm-hmm. And did you realize at the end of the movie when Groot was like, you heard him say, "I love you guys"?
Yeah, that was definitely Vin Diesel.
Did you see the reasoning behind that?
Yeah, that's us knowing that we could just hear
part of the family,
and we understand him saying, "I am Groot." So technically, he was saying, "I am Groot," but we just heard, "I love you guys." And I was like,
see, that was one of the spoilers I saw before the movie, and I was so mad. But then also that just made me cry even harder because I was like,
I didn't even pick up on
that.
Yeah. So you see his,
but they did set it up. They set it up nice with what's her name?
Gamora.
She got a bond. Gamora. Yeah. They set that up nice throughout the show. He's like, well, "Are you serious? What is he saying? I get it. You're Groot." You know. So then it's like,
yeah.
That was a nice subtle point as well. Thinking about that. Yeah.
And I love the dynamic between Quill and you just finally get to see like him understanding like it was his fault with the Thanos thing, and then him understanding like he doesn't want to lose friends. And you know, Gamora loved that. Like, I love that they didn't make him and Gamora more like together again. I love that they didn't do that, and I love that they stuck to the script. Didn't make them fall in love, and she was just a savage Ravager, and it was just awesome. And you know, him wanting to save his friend, like a person like he didn't even know his whole life, but he knew him for a while, and was like just wanting to save his friend. I thought that was cool. Even
I thought he was about to die at the end. I was like, "Are we going to end like this?"
Yeah.
Bro,
I was like,
and then they did it, and I was like, "What type of Star Wars is this? Out there dying with the ice, and then they just come back. What kind of stuff is this?" But it was a great movie. I really enjoyed it, even though Rocket's thing was crazy. But go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say. Speaking of the Christmas episode, at the end, like the end credit scene when his grandpa's
Bacon.
reading the paper and it says Kevin Bacon, alien invasion or whatever.
that was funny.
And I think like I really, really liked the this villain guy. Yeah, like he made me like I like when you're watching it, it's like you really hate him in real life. Like you just like, are you really like this, bro? Like, are you like this in real life, bro? Like, we need to have a conversation. But it was like he was such a smart. I feared him more than I feared Thanos.
Wait, we talk about the black guy. You talk about
with this?
Okay,
face?
the gold.
Like
I think you talking about the gold guy.
So that's Adam Warlock. I hated what they did with him because he's supposed to be this powerful guy. I hated that they made him look like a baby or like
that stupid ass meme when he's like.
I hated it, but I was scared more of this villain than Thanos. I was scared more of this villain than Jonathan Majors guy. Like I was just like
until they got the mask off, because that's
no
something
future.
I think. Yeah, that's the. So there. Because like that was something I didn't realize when he fucking was attacking him, and like damn, it's like he must have healed, and then I was like, damn, like he just looks fine, but he looks fine, but it's weird. But they revealed like, oh no, like this is what he actually looks like after what I did to him after he killed my friends. It's like that's why he's really obsessed with it. You fucked my face up,
big time. Adam Warlock guy. I love the actor. Like him a lot, especially in The Bear. Have you gotten that far yet?
He's in season 2.
Wow, way to spoil.
Jesus Christ. I haven't even started season 2 yet. I might start watching tonight.
And it's just like, bro, he's a good actor. I just didn't like what they did with that specific person. Like, out of more like.
Wait till he gets to DC. He's gonna be great.
Probably will, honestly. Like, I'm waiting for it. I mean, anyways, this movie, great movie. That last fight scene, was it No Sleep Till Brooklyn?
No, yeah.
That was insane.
Sleep till Brooklyn.
That was an insane fight. Love that. Yeah, it was a great movie. At the time, I had, like, after it ended, I had a lot more energy for it. But like talking about it now, it was just one of the most darkest Marvel movies that we've seen. And it was just like, you did not expect to cry. Even me, like reading the comics and stuff, like I knew his story was crazy, like down bad. Like even the comics, like they get deep into it, but it's not like visual stuff. You just read about it.
Right.
And then watching it, like I'm surprised they put most of the stuff that they showed like on the screen, bro. Like with his skull cap showing and everything. I was like, yo, like, bro, like
what's gruesome?
But I think that's what kind of made this movie. I love that, you know, James Gunn did a lot of work into this and wanted to not only like just wanted you to visually see the pain that Rocket was going through. And also last hand clap to James Gunn for dropping the first F-bomb in Marvel when she's at the car and she's like, what do I do next? Just open the fucking door. Like, you know, like that was hilarious.
It almost took me off guard because I was like, what's going on? Right? I was like,
him sneaking the first F-bomb in there, man. That was awesome.
He's giving you that taste for that DC, like DC about to be swearing up and down this motherfucker.
But Will, you don't like Chris Pratt.
No.
You don't like him. But why do I have a feeling this brother might be in the DC universe? I really have a feeling.
I feel like he's so goofy though. Like he does serious roles, but I don't like it as well as when he does like a quirky, goofy kind of. Like I love him in Parks and Rec. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I love him in Parks and Rec. And like honestly, the Guardians of the Galaxy movies are probably like some of my favorite Marvel movies just because they are like fun and lighthearted and like all the characters can have like just one-liners that are just so good. And like I feel like he can't go to the dark and broody side.
Bro, you talking about one-liners like with Rocket, like are y'all just like frozen? Okay, no, you're back. I don't know, but like Rocket with his one-liners, and he's always just like he's laughing and telling the story. And then I took his arm. I didn't need it, but I did. Or he like,
oh my gosh,
he's always talking about the eye.
I was just watching freaking. No, I forgot about that line until I was watching. What's it? Not Endgame, but what's the one before it? Infinity War. I was watching it with my mom, and he was like, "Oh, I'll get that arm." I was like, "Oh yeah!" I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Because my mom's like confused because she's never seen one Marvel movie in her life yet. We're sitting here watching Infinity War, and I'm like having to explain every little thing. I'm like, "No, that's this person." I'm like,
"How much you want for the eye?" He's like, "You don't even need the eye. I just want it." Bro, what? Are you changing your voice to be like him? Like, oh my
gosh, yeah. No, I'm not. See, and like stuff like that, like it's so funny. I love it. I love their characters.
I do also love the development and growth of Groot because like him and Star-Lord when they were like back to back, and he had all his arms starting to grow with all the guns too.
Yes.
Oh, that was.
Do you remember when he gave him the guns? At the car. No, remember when he got in the car and he was like, "Here, you know what to do with these," and he just sat back there.
Yeah.
And during the movie, you can hear him like moving around and stuff. But that's when him and Nebula over there dropping F-bombs and stuff. And how about Drax on the couch? You know what I'm saying? Like that couch scene was hilarious.
Yeah.
This is what it's for. No, it's not. Sit up.
He's like,
And she was like, he kind of talks like this, and then she was like, oh, but he might be dead. And she's like, you're alive and dead sound the complete same. And she was like, no, it doesn't. It was, oh man, there was a lot of funny points into this movie.
the fact Drax is just such a Papa Bear too. And, it was such a great moment where he said, oh, they said this. He's like, how do you know? How can you speak this language? He's like, well, you never asked. And I was like,
I know.
yeah.
I was like, oh. That was another moment I started crying. I'm not even gonna lie. It's just so sweet.
I cried when Nebula said all these mean things to Drax and her. Nebula said mean things to Mantis and to Drax. And she said like he doesn't even do anything. He starts everything. Like we go left, he goes right, like he's just not a matter. And like she made him forget. And I was like, oh, she's a good friend. Dude, like, dang, dude.
I'm not stupid.
Yeah,
like, yes, you are. And he's like, oh,
forget everything.
And
he's like, we're on the spaceship. Like, what are we? Oh man,
he makes the same joke. I forget the joke he makes, but he made the same joke. He's like, and just keeps going.
That was, oh man. Now you're making me just, yeah. There's a lot of funny points in that.
So I think I got one more in me.
Yeah, go see it for the 5th time.
Nah. I'm a good dog. Hey, my man finally learned how to use a thing, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Finally learned how to do it.
He said, you're a bad dog.
Oh my
Take that
gosh,
back.
yes.
Take that back.
I am good dog.
And he like goes on and on about it. And can you believe he said, bro, just forgive her and tell me he's a good dog? No, because I'm not, because she's not.
I love that dog's name is Cosmo too, because I also had a dog named Cosmo, and I was like, so cute.
So good. I don't know if there's anything else I remember. Oh, Adam Warlock at the end. He finally gets a second chance with the Guardians.
Fuck that guy.
You know what? I honestly, watching this movie, like beforehand, I really thought, CJ, Adam Warlock was going to be your favorite character until I watched the movie, and I was like, they just ruined it. Like they're going to.
Isn't he in the Eternals movie or something? Or is that somebody else?
You're thinking of someone else.
Eyebrows.
Didn't the Secret Wars just drop?
Yep, I watched first episode, watched the second episode tonight.
Apparently, they got like they're partnered with Wingstop with the secret menu flavors.
Mm-hmm. Dude, Secret Wars, same yellow.
It's like Emily Clark from House of Dragon, not House of Dragon. What's that show called? Game of Thrones.
He really didn't like that. He really didn't like
I didn't know where you were going with that one.
Yeah, I had no idea. I was like, he's reaching.
That's the thing. Ever since watching season 1 of Game of Thrones, I just can't look at Emily Clark the same, because she was getting her back blown out by Jason Momoa.
When I missed this in Moana, tell me this timestamp so I can go right now.
Talk about you're welcome.
But no,
Funny
she was just getting her
that.
back blown out. And I was just like, whoa. Like, I just can't not look at her the same anymore.
Yeah.
Speaking of being blown out, do you remember? Did you see the Obama interview
with Hassan?
Yeah, he was so if you didn't know, Obama's daughter was one of the writers of Swarm.
Oh, Swarm! Yeah. I saw that clip. I didn't watch the full interview, but he's like, "You got it." Like, yeah, she's a writer.
He was like,
"Oh my gosh,
she's a writer, and you gotta watch it." And he's like, "That gotta make you feel uncomfortable." In the first 3 minutes, someone's getting a.
He said, Barack. It was 3 minutes. It was like a minute 25 into the show.
Well,
art is
It's in
There's
different
lots
ways.
of jerk
It's the
reviews.
hand motion for me. It's the
He
hand
is
motion.
hilarious, man. Oh man, Barack will
I
always.
do love seeing him outside of the office and like, cause like he did a
Also,
he
can
did
we
an
talk about
interview with
Michelle
Complex.
Obama's outfits outside of the office?
I haven't
She's
been following her, to
looking
be honest.
fire. Whoever her style team is, they deserve 7 raises. Anyways, continue.
I'm still salty about Michelle Obama because she introduced the you want to be healthy in school, let's get less calories
A
bullshit.
sweet potato.
Anyways,
You remember
it's
that?
like, you fucked my lunch up, okay? Let me be a fat kid and eat, okay?
Let me get my piece of square pizza, my corn, and tater tots, okay? Thank
Exactly.
you. With my chocolate milk. Anywho,
Crazy.
go ahead.
But yeah, Barack
funny.
Obama, his interviews post office has been awesome because he
They're
did one
both
Complex
fun.
with Speedy and Hassan. I really like Hassan.
Yeah,
He's
man,
really
he's
great.
a
I hope
funny
he gets
comedian.
The Daily Show.
He's a real funny comedian. Oh, he's so.
The Eric Andre Show's back. If you guys are into that kind of humor.
The what?
The Eric Andre Show.
Oh no, I thought you said Masters of None for a second with Aziz.
Oh, whoa,
like
you
about
support
his
him?
life or whatever.
That was such a great show. Oh, that was so great.
I never really got into
I
it.
love him, man. He was my favorite character on the Parks and Rec. I used to love him on there, and then all that stuff came out, and I was so
It's
proud.
because he's from South Carolina.
Yes, and it was just like, yo, like he's cool, but he was funny though.
He was funny.
He was.
But I'm not gonna admit it.
Treat yourself.
But you see, Matt Rife is going to Charleston.
Yeah,
He's coming in Knoxville, and everybody is freaking out.
It was a huge hubbub. Like, once he announced his like world tour, people were like, da-da-da. I'm seeing on Facebook, people were like, it was people talking shit. Shout out to Kyle Marie. He was talking shit about Matt Rife. Talking about, bro, I just don't get he's not even funny to me. He just does crowd work. And I was just like, I mean, it's part of it. Like, but like people, it's a good time.
He was ugly.
Bro, he was
wilding out. That boy was ugly.
I forgot he was a wild out. That's crazy.
Ugly.
My
But
favorite.
like, I get it.
Oh no, go ahead. I keep interrupting
I get it though,
you.
because crowd work. No, it's you don't never be sorry. You can interrupt me whenever you want. But let me finishing my thought is but crowd work is a fun part of the show experience because it's like you're a part of the show versus like, yeah, like he just telling me jokes, you can have a good time or not. But like you can tell some funny jokes, but then also make you feel included because like now like this recording or this show, because they know like he posts a lot of his shit on TikTok. So it's I could be on TikTok. And so it's like an added thing. And like, I mean, he sells out though. Like he's been selling the fuck out of all his shows. And he's hot right now. It's awesome.
I mean, I didn't get it at first because, like I said, everybody here was freaking out about it to the point where there was like Facebook memes going around where it's like, y'all need to stop worrying about Matt Rife tickets and get your oil changed and like all these kind of things. And I'm like, and I'm like, and like even all these girls that I know, they're like, oh, and like freaking out. And I'm like, I don't. Like, he would come up on my TikTok every once in a while, but I didn't get it.
Right.
So then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to watch, like, his first stand-up special just to, like, see. Yeah, that same night I ended up watching the second one, and, like, I totally get it. Like, he is pretty funny, and, like, but also...
I haven't
like,
watched his full stuff.
It's on YouTube, because he posted it for free on there, because he puts, like, a whole thing in the beginning where he's like, I just want to... Whatever. I don't care. He just puts it on YouTube for free. But, like...
That's dope.
I was like, wait, he's actually kind of funny. Like I get it. And his
Does he have his own
stuff will come up.
material?
What'd you say?
Does he have his own material as well, or is he just like?
Yeah, like it's his whole
crowd work?
specials.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But like it is special though. He actually like has jokes that he turns to the crowd, or is it just like
like
to the crowd?
He only turns to the crowd in the specials during like his red flag. Like, you know, all about that, like how he talks about red flags. That's really the only time he ever goes to the audience in his specials. Like, mostly it's just like him just shooting shit kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah they're only like an hour.
Full special.
So, yeah.
That's good. Him, and then also there's a guy, Nate Jackson, that's come up a lot of my...
The black guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's hilarious, bro. I like him.
Yeah. So it's cool. Like I like seeing different comedians come up on my TikTok. Obviously, Amber Autry, she's great. She's on tour. Go check her out. Support her. Follow her. And I want to talk to more comedians because I think
Yeah.
it's fun. Like storytellers, you can just really have a good time in like any environment, you know.
But so we're gonna do a wrap around here before we end the show. Your thoughts? What's your rating? Guardians of the Galaxy 3. What do you give it?
Okay.
You okay?
I'm thinking.
Oh, okay. I
Jeez.
just didn't know. I thought you were frozen too.
It's funny. You looked
Yeah, he
up
was
at her
like,
like this in Toronto.
There's a story, the Brady Bunch. That's what that was. Anybody just me? Okay.
No, I got it. I got that one.
Thanks.
I finally got one.
Yay!
Finally!
One of my
Finally,
old references.
The Rock has come back to Charles.
You hear that The Rock is in possibly contention to play Kratos in a new movie?
Oh, the God of War
game.
dude thing, whatever.
Yeah.
It's going to be The Rock again.
All right. It should be Vin Diesel.
Some people said that. This dude said, I'll take The Undertaker playing that role. Hell, I'll take Triple H. Give me Rikishi right now. I'll believe it. He looks more like a warrior than anybody. It was hilarious. Anyways, but CJ, what is your rating for the Guardians of the Galaxy 3? What's your rating, my man? And does Chris Pratt move up on your board?
No. Then I will probably give this a solid 8.7.
Ooh.
Strong score.
Awesome. And what do you give the music or score of the film?
Musical score? It's a strong. It's not the best, but it's second for sure. I will give it a solid 8. I would say the music maybe makes the movie better, so I'll give it an 8.8.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
And you, Gabby, what do you rate the movie and what do you rate the music and score?
Well, I'm not doing this on purpose, but I actually was going to say 8.7 as well.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's fine. But the music, I mean, I guess I'm going to have to say 8.8 now because...
It's just too perfect.
Wait. There we go.
What the fuck are you guys doing, bro?
See, the thing is when it gets uploaded, we're both going to be like...
The Affinity Hearts.
Oh, yes, there we go. Christian, what do you rate it? I'm sorry.
I had no idea what was going on there. I give the movie, I was going to give it a 9 just because it's definitely one of the best trilogies in the Marvel Universe and best third movie in the Marvel Universe for sure.
You always count Spider-Man because, hey, this
You're right.
I don't know. Iron Man 3 is also pretty good too. I really like Iron Man.
Dog doo-doo. Anyways, I'm just kidding.
That has Trevor in it, and you better put some respect on his name. Trevor? Bloody hell. Wouldn't go in there for 20 minutes.
In Shang-Chi, he was hilarious in Shang-Chi. Shh, lay down.
I'm an actor.
I gave it a 9 because it was really good. I love how dark they went. I love the character development, how you saw them grow through each movie, and really Mantis and Drax took a big leap. And me watching this, forgetting that this was Batista's last time doing Marvel stuff. Him in the makeup and everything, and seeing him dance at the end and them all just having a great time at a party, man, it was really good. So I give it a 9 for sure. The music, I would give it a solid 8.1. I feel like they could have picked more popular songs throughout it, but there were some songs you could.
I like that they didn't though.
I mean, I guess. No Sleep Till Brooklyn, definitely my favorite one that was in it, and the one in the beginning. So yeah, give it an 8 and a 9 for the movie overall. We'll see what direction they go in from everything. But yeah. Really good.
Well, and it's the thing is too, we already saw delays. There's been an updated schedule for Marvel. A lot of movies got pushed back, but except for one, Deadpool 3, which got pushed forward.
Listen,
So
I am
that's
excited for
exciting.
that one. Also, Hugh Jackman, I think they're supposed to re-releasing like when he was in Oklahoma sometime soon, like in theaters.
Oh, really?
I'm so excited. Listen, this man, y'all keep trying to make him Wolverine, but this man just wants to sing and dance, okay? He just wants to sing and dance his little heart out.
And grunt really loud.
And grunt.
You know who they're trying to make, or fans are trying to make the new Wolverine? Henry Cavill.
Ew, he's too pretty.
Did you?
Because
I just saw a TikTok video where people were like, look at the new Superman. It's Henry Cavill. Like it looks like the same fucking dude, but just like younger. And I was like, that is.
Wait, who is the new Superman?
No fucking idea.
Henry Cavill.
That'd be hilarious if it was.
Because it's like literally the same like head shape with like the butt shape.
Because that's just Superman though. Like you could literally get any generic guy that looks like that and be like, "This is Superman now," and people be like, "All right, you know." Sounds. And it's
crazy too. Is like you pick like a lot of times like when you get these like because like I know Marvel when they first started they wanted to get a lot of lesser known actors, but it's like imagine just picking one out of obscurity, absurd. You know that word.
We know what you mean.
Out of nothing. And then next, they just become the biggest thing over the next 5-year run. And it's like they're made for life. And it's pretty wild if you're thinking about it.
That's what makes me so mad sometimes about movies when they just pick like a random actor just for the name. You know what I mean? Like, drives me crazy. I'm like,
because they're like a hot streak.
Yeah, I'm like, that's not even like they're not even made to be that character, but you're just picking them just because.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like,
I do love the stories where you hear like when you watch like How I Met Your Mother and it's like, oh yeah, I wasn't even supposed to be casted. It was supposed to be like this guy. And it's like, I can see what they were going, but like now that you fit this perfectly.
Yeah.
So, or it's because in my mind, like I've seen you do this character so long. So
yeah.
But how Dwight was supposed to be Michael Scott, apparently.
That would have been weird.
I saw Loki was supposed to be he auditioned at Thor.
Yes, I saw that too. Did you see the tape of him actually auditioning?
Yeah.
It's so cringy.
He's like, needless to say, they chose the right guy.
Yes.
Oh, I love Loki. But all right. Does anyone else have anything to say before I sign us out of here with one of my terrible outros?
I'm glad that we're back. Whattadud summer. Yeah, I mean it's a lot to talk about. We got a lot to catch up on. So get your hot dog buns ready because we're about to lather them up.
I was about to quote Legally Blonde, but I feel like that would be lost in this crowd, so it's fine.
Bend and snap.
That's not what I was gonna quote.
That's what I know. Hey, I'm trying to be on the same page too.
It's fine.
I haven't seen that movie in so long.
The 4th of July.
There's so many movies I haven't watched. What's up?
The 4th of July is coming up. The quote.
It is the 4th of July. Independence Day.
Where she goes, "You look like the 4th of July. Makes me want a hot dog real bad."
I do know that. I know that. A fucking hot dog.
You know a movie I've recently watched? It's an older movie, not too old. A Bronx Tale. No? Got it. Cool. You guys are really...
Is that the outro?
You would...
Stoked him.
So,
nah.
anyways, I don't really have an outro tonight. So,
oh, come on.
I really can't find one. I'll do this one. All right.
Are we done?
Are we done?
All day.
Are we done?
I'm never done with you because I always keep coming back for more and more.
Anyways, well, thank you guys for watching another episode of Whattadud. CJ's coming.
Or listening.
Check us out on Twitter at Whattadud Pod. Check us out on TikTok as well. We would still love to hear your inquiries about what movies we should watch. Whew, I'm glad I got.
Yo, actually, there's a TikTok that I saw that this guy just like starts talking about a bunch of stuff he's watching. You should watch, and it was one. Let me see if I can pull it up fast before you guys in real time here. I think it should be my last safe post. I hope so. Ooh, it is. Here we go.
Yeah, my eyes are peeing.
The Virgo movie. I Am a Virgo, which I kind of feel offended because I am a Virgo.
Oh my gosh, you're a Virgo?
I am a Virgo.
I didn't realize so. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Is this bad?
No,
Oh.
no, it makes sense.
Oh.
See, and Christian
how I
rolling
feel
his
about
eyes, that also makes sense because he's a Scorpio. So,
You know, Scorpios and Virgos apparently make good lovers, Christian.
well, I'm a Taurus, so.
Well,
And I
anyways,
said Taurus. Virgo and Taurus for sure.
I was about to say.
people, you just gotta
Should
send me
this-
help. Just send me help, guys. Just people just send me help, man. Just,
Y'all will be good lovers, Christian. It's okay.
it's just,
Yeah, Christian.
it's okay.
You just have that energy, that chemistry.
You're just something else, man. I don't even know what to say to that.
You said we're bringing the energy today.
And here
And I
it
hope
is.
the energy has been brought.
I just can't look at you the same when you say get your hot dog buns ready because we're gonna lather it up, and then you say we're gonna be great lovers. Just.
I said we are great
Listen,
lovers.
it's Pride Month, okay? He can say whatever he wants, okay?
Anyways, on that note,
Period.
well, guys, it was great doing the
Period.
show with you guys. I had a great time on here. Hopefully, you listeners had a great time as well. I'm going to sign us out on this one right here. Someone told me that I should give up carbs, and I told them over my bread body. See you guys later. You like it, CJ. You want to laugh. You like it.
God.